but at the end of the day, in completely stock form, these engines are pretty close to... Hey everyone, Jake from 80/20 Automotive here. Today we're talking about common problems and overall reliability of Audi's 2.5T 5-cylinder engine that's used predominantly in the Audi RS3 and the TTRS. The 2.5T is an incredibly stout engine. It comes with an iron block as well as forged internals, and so it has a very strong bottom end that is fantastic for both reliability but also for performance and tuning potential. So these engines are very commonly modified. They respond extremely well to modifications, but one of the best benefits to the way that it is built is that in completely stock form, these engines have very few problems and ultimately are extremely reliable. Most of the problems on this car come from maintenance related items or supporting systems rather than issues with the engine or, the main components itself. A lot of things that we talk about here really are preventable with proper maintenance and care. All in all, these engines ultimately do not experience a whole lot of premature or catastrophic failure until we start throwing tuning and performance modifications into the mix. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the list of things to be aware of and know about on the 2.5T engine. First off is the cooling system, and more specifically the thermostat housing as well as the coolant control valves. The whole cooling system on the 2.5T has a number of plastic components such as the thermostat housing. And these plastic components just wear and warp over time and can lead to coolant leaks. With these engines, to prevent any sort of catastrophic failure, it's really important to manage heat on them. And one of the biggest things to managing heat is making sure that you've got a cooling system that is in tip-top shape. You'll want to be aware of any coolant leaks, low coolant lights, slight overheating that's going on, and make sure you're properly servicing the cooling system, just because this is one of the most common areas to experience issues on these engines. There are some upgraded or updated OEM parts that you can go ahead and replace with the thermostat housing and some of these coolant control valves to go ahead and fix and prevent this issue from becoming a bigger problem. Second on the list is carbon buildup, which isn't in itself a big problem. However, because it is a direct injected vehicle, naturally over time the intake valves are going to get coated with carbon deposits. This isn't something that causes issues. It more so slowly kind of takes away performance as the amount of carbon builds up and restricts airflow into the engine. So since these are performance cars, they're often tuned and modified, it's good to go ahead and walnut blast them or clean out the carbon deposits from those intake valves every probably 80 to 100,000 miles, just to make sure we're maximizing airflow into the cylinders and maximizing performance. Third on our list is issues with the OEM PCV valve. The PCV valve is a known failure point on these engines, especially if you are modified. If you're experiencing issues with excessive oil consumption, a lot of times that can lead back to the PCV valve. There is an updated or upgraded PCV valve that you can get, which I would recommend on completely stock cars. It's definitely recommended for tuned and modified cars, just because this is one of those components that is likely going to run into some issues or start to fail once you start to get to the slightly higher mileage levels. Another thing with the PCV valve is as that starts to fail, that's going to lead to more carbon deposits and more carbon buildup, and it can also cause boost leaks as well. So upgrading the PCV valve is a great thing to do for protecting and safeguarding this engine in the long run. Fourth on our list is the classic Volkswagen Audi issue with spark plugs and ignition coils. The coil packs and the spark plugs are known to go bad just a little bit more frequently than they would on other vehicles, and it is also common to run colder spark plugs here if you're tuned and modified. That of course will lead to a shorter lifespan of the coil packs and the plugs, and so just something to be aware of. This obviously isn't a problem, it's more so just a standard maintenance item, but a maintenance item that appears a little bit more frequently than it does on some other vehicles. And that right there is really kind of the main issues to talk about, or the main kind of common things. And like I mentioned, a lot of those are really maintenance items. Making sure you're taking care of the cooling system, upgrading the PCV valve is a really good start. But when it comes to coil packs and carbon buildup, that's all standard maintenance. There are a few other things that I will discuss briefly. Fifth on our list is going to be turbocharger issues. The turbocharger is very strong on this engine. However, once you start getting to very high mileage, that's when you might start to develop some wastegate rattle. And this is especially true if you've been running the stock turbocharger with, tuning and modifications on it. You are likely to experience a little bit shorter of a lifespan out of the turbocharger. So that's one thing to be aware of. The sixth thing is the fuel injectors. The fuel injectors are very good on this engine, but once again, once you start getting to higher mileage levels, especially if tuned and modified, the fuel injectors can start to leak or, slowly wear down over time. Generally, this doesn't happen until very high mileage levels. However, the fuel injectors are expensive, and so that's kind of why it hits the radar or is something that's worth mentioning. Just because if you own this long enough and run it to high enough mileage, there's a chance that an injector replacement might be in the future. Outside of that, the only other thing is oil consumption. These engines sometimes consume a little bit of oil, but generally it's nothing egregious or abnormal. If you do think you're experiencing excessive oil consumption issues, then I'd certainly look at the PCV valve, and if it's not the PCV valve, it's probably the turbo seals, but that's a relatively uncommon thing to experience on these engines. That wraps it up for all the things that I had to mention here. Really, the only killer of this engine is excessive heat, and that excessive heat generally comes from issues with the cooling system. When we have coolant leaks and we're just not aware that we're running low on coolant, that leads to engine overheating and ultimately leads to engine failure. But if we take care of the cooling system, everything else here is really maintenance items. If you're tuned and modified, it's important to do all of the supporting modifications that you can to try to help with heat management as well, just to improve reliability. But at the end of the day, in completely stock form, these engines are pretty close to bulletproof, very strong, can last to very high mileage levels, and the same is true even when tuned and modified, as long as you're putting a little bit of extra emphasis on maintenance when you're modified. So that wraps it up for our video on problems with the Audi 2.5T. If you guys appreciate this video, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for my upcoming video where I'll be talking about performance modifications and power capabilities of the 2.5T.